What is going on, Warriors? It's your boy Shinryu back again with another video. I know you are not mistaken here. I'm sure you guys are expecting some Street Fighter content once you saw this video, but no, this is something totally different. Okay, so on Friday, I believe it was Friday, or was it Thursday? I've been watching a lot of the Mortal Kombat cinematics lately from the video games, from 10 and 11, because obviously I don't play. I still only have 10 and I don't have 11. And of course, one has been announced recently, so there's been a bit of a Mortal Kombat hype going on. So I've been watching a lot of videos on that lately, right? So what the way all these ads work on my Instagram. Next thing I see this Mortal Kombat Onslaught popping up here and there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go right ahead and check it out. So I installed the game, try it a little bit, and I'm saying, you know what, I'm gonna take a proper look at it later, okay? But today, when I was pretty much uploading, looking to upload my next recording, I see I see like Hazing, for example. He's one of the guys who actually posts for Street Fighter content. You should check him out. It's pretty great. I saw like a suggestion where it was like a new challenger for Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should actually put something on this as well, and of course, eventually if I get the hang of it and if I get to enjoy the game itself, then I'll pretty much go right ahead and make content of that as well, making the second content. And the only reason I'm actually going to put that in is because, as you guys know, I pretty much have been a fan of the classic fighting games, and pretty much has always been two rivals when it comes to the 2D fighting games, and that's pretty much been Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Okay, the likes of Virtual Fighter, Soul Calibur, Tekken, all that came right after the PlayStation era, and the Sega Saturn era in the case of Virtual Fighter. But I've been a huge fan of both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, and so let's get into it without much further ado. Okay, so I already, like I said, I already played a very short preview of it already, just pretty much I think showing off the game mechanics on the early part. I believe it's supposed to be like about a team of 4, and it seems a bit more like you were going like some sort of like a side-scrolling mode, whatever. So it's a bit different. It's not exactly like Street Fighter where it's like you still have that 2D combat, whatever, but it's giving you a bit of like a cinematic experience in that it feels like it's the game as well. The game looks like it's based on Mortal Kombat 11, because I recognize this character as well. Obviously this is where the guys from the old realm reappeared and came back into the current realm where Raiden was already pretty much out of control. Let's not say out of control, but more or less, pretty much in a vengeful mode where he was no longer fighting for peace, but more or less like punishing those who actually were oppressors, to say. So as you can see here, you can see Johnny Cage looking a lot younger, Shang Tsung and all that kind of stuff, Scorpion as well. So this is pretty much the obvious intro cinematics there. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. You guys can check it out. I hope I can skip it. Okay, looks like I can skip it. Pretty nice and pretty interesting stuff here, but once you guys go right ahead and install it, you can put it out. Now I must let you guys know, it's pretty much seems to be like it's in early beta. Okay, so it's not exactly like an actual complete game, but there are a lot of games who actually start off like that. It's almost like they're requesting some sort of like excuse for bugs that you might notice and all that stuff. But regardless of that, they're not going to be games that once you start you get invested in them. They're just going to be like, like a trial version, or like in a demo. Once it's done, you just kind of like, they just kind of scrap everything, and then you now have to start from scratch. Okay, I'm not sure of its availability in terms of where you can actually access it. I'm in Canada, so actually it's been available for me, like I said, since when I checked it out last week. So we're gonna go right ahead and let's just see what all this is on about. Keep going. They're giving us a storyline here, and you guys can, I don't want to spoil it for you guys so you guys can actually enjoy it, but the graphics are pretty much neat. Okay, it seems like a toned down mobile phone version of what it's what Mortal Kombat 11 is like. All right, more or less like when you play it on PC and you kind of tone down the graphics to almost like the basic low settings. All right, and that's what it looks like. Of course it still looks really crisp. I'm not even gonna So that mod, so there seems to be no voice. I don't know if this is part of the beta, whatever, where they're going to incorporate voice eventually, or it's just going to be like this. And this is why I haven't actually played the mod. I figured I had to like settle down properly to actually see, because when I got to the story, I'm like, you know what, and I'm just gonna go right ahead and just maybe play this later. But I'm gonna go right ahead and let's just have a quick preview so you guys can actually see what the game is like. Hopefully I remember the initial moves that was actually shared when we actually started it, because I believe we had to start with Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Kitana, and I believe there was one other person. I'm trying to remember who was the last person. I don't know if it was Jax. I'm not really sure. But Johnny Cage is my boy, so glad to see that he's from the start. The other, but I can see myself wanting to add, if it's a team of 4, I can see myself wanting to go for the likes of Scorpion. But then again, it seems to be on the other side of things. But it's supposed to be a bit of an anti-hero stuff. So, I hope I can go through the story again, and I don't know if it's actually interesting or not, but I'm just eager to just show you guys what it's like, so you guys can know if it's interesting or not, and you guys can also let me know if it is worth making a content on. Okay, so Scrimmers is your fool, Stu from Lord Shinnok. Okay, alright, let's talk to some of these guys here. Alright, this looks like Snoop, this Snoop Cybert over there. I don't know, these other two are probably some random monsters. Alright, so we're going to use Scorpion right now. Looks like that's what it is. And special ability, let's see, can you see a preview of it? So the first level, so different levels. This is single target attack, can pull the target to the attacker. Yeah, this is just get over here kind of stuff, and then flame flip kick, we know what it is. Single target attack, just want to know that's what it is. So he's all single target kind of player, no problem. So we're gonna hit continue, and you notice Mortal Kombat does a lot of K stuff. Alright, so now they're saying this is Scorpion's fight. Every battle in the story features one required fighter. Okay, and this is some random faces here. Remember the warrior class Scorpion tribes on the front line with balanced attack, defense, and health. Tap the Guardian Spirit portrait to auto place him on the battlefield from the defender class. Guardian Spirit is built for taking damage. Okay, so the attempt is just drag him here. Alright, drag that there. Drag that there. Tap fight to test your might. So you can actually, so you have the time to actually set up, and it looks like you can actually have up to 6 characters, because I'm seeing 2 more slots. I'm not sure, just speculation for now from my end. Looks pretty nice. I don't know who is behind it. I don't know if it's like one of these gacha games and stuff. I like to do some more research on it. If you guys know, let me know, comment below. So I know for now what I was impressed was when I played it initially, I just kind of like just watched it until the card comes up, and then now they're gonna tell me to like drag it and do some stuff. So it looks like I'm out of range or whatever. I don't know, like, okay, let's see if we can get as much as possible. Alright, just get these 2 monsters here, because he seems to be doing like an AoE attack. So I believe once this orange bar, as you can see, Scorpion is next right now. Let's see what his move. I know he's a single target person. This person is close to him, so let's go right ahead and just give him. Alright, we take him out. Yeah, it looks like we did. Alright, and we just have to work for the orange bars. It feels like an adventure, like, kind of game in a way, like almost like a side scroller, except you don't have much controls over it until when it's time to do the special. That's all you have controls over, but it still looks pretty neat. Would this really be like interesting? Oh, just one person. Should be able to take him out. Yeah, just leave that there, and I believe that seems to be the end of the battle there. Okay, and yeah, I'm sure you guys already know as well, there's also actually Mortal Kombat 10, the combat game, the one where you just kind of do a tap to fight, and a slide to with your thumb to, or your fingers to do some more moves and combos. It looks pretty interesting so far, but like I said, it looks like something that I would have to sort of like delve into a little bit deeper before I actually confirm if I'm going to start making content of this. Too many stops here. One thing I like to do when it comes to the kind of games I select to play on mobile, I like to pick up games that games that you can actually feel like mobile games, like, you know, they're exclusively for the phones, not games that you can sort of like play on a PC or on a console as well. You know, none of that stuff. I just want a pure, you know, phone like game. This is supposed to have a bit of a phone experience to it, but so far I'm not having that super wow factor that I had when I saw Street Fighter the first time. When I saw Street Fighter the first time, I was kind of like super excited about it, right? But this one so far, I'm like, you know, press and hold Scorpion just as fighter menu. This one's like, you know what, I'm like, okay, you know what, let's just see how it goes, right? Like, I'm actually, you know, but then again, you know, it just looks like one of those kind of games where, you know, once you're gonna want to get invested in building the characters more than enjoying the combat itself. Then again, like I said, it's just the early days and all that stuff, but that's just the vibe I'm getting so far. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna play this one more time, and then I'm just gonna round up and give you guys my conclusions and what I actually think about the game itself. Okay, so you guys can also check it out if you have access to it. I believe you probably should, and then let me know what you guys think as well with regards to the game, and if you guys will be playing it, as well as if you guys would like for me to make more content on the game as well. Let's see here. As you can see, it's very nice, you know, like it's like Kombat. It looks like a game that I would rather be controlling the character like an actual, you know, adventure game, right? I would really have loved it if it was kind of like a beat 'em up like this. Would have, that's the vibe it's giving me. Like, you know, there's a reason why Street Fighter mechanics kind of works. You know, it's just simple, straightforward, whatever, and you just kind of get immersed in it easily. With this one, it looks like you can actually do a lot more than it offers, and like they kind of missed an opportunity, right? I guess they want to give us a different kind of, like, you know, style of play. They don't want it to be, you know, very out there. You know, the games like, you know, Star Wars, was it Acts of Heroes? I used to play that a long time ago. Stopped that when it got too cumbersome. But yeah, that's pretty much the vibe that it kind of gives there. So this is Mortal Kombat Onslaught for you as well. And now, okay, so actually this is actually good. We haven't had the option to do summon yet. So there's a tap summon to test your luck. Spend skull orbs on different portals to receive fighters, relics, and souls. So this says possible fighter, dead eye, Aaron Black. Okay, so this looks like the Aaron Black from the, you know, from the past, based on Mortal Kombat, you know, 11. I'm gonna go right ahead and summon. I'm sure it would be nice to give us a character, because this is pretty much, you know, our first pool. You know, that's typically the what I tell you guys. You know, when you guys are playing something for the first time around, they want to get you guys, you know, thirsty to enjoy the game. So they're gonna be pretty nice with the initial pool. I'm already getting like a 5-star, you know, Black. I want to think that they're like, you know, 3-star, 4 stars, and all that stuff as well. I'm also curious to know if your first character pool was also Aaron Black. You know how it is, right? Some of these games kind of do like a preset in terms of like who you can actually pull, and no matter how many times you try, you're gonna get in that character. Okay, that kind of like is almost like a double-edged sword, in that if that's the case, then obviously doing rerolls is not really recommended. I don't even like doing rerolls in the first place. I'm not a big fan of it. I like to just pull what I pull and start with that. I understand why people like to do rerolls, because it gives you an opportunity to get ahead of the competition as well. But then I also believe some games make the rerolls really, you know, cumbersome to go through, and you're better off not doing it. But you know, depends on the game. All right, so we're gonna go right ahead. I'm just skip this story here. Honestly, I'm not super engrossed in it. And here we go again. What happened? Where's my Aaron Black? All right, so type of fighter or the portrait. Let's see here what we're doing. Add a 5-star to the team, and of course, let's put him in front. He's I'll put him in the back, because he's pretty much like, you know, a range fighter, right? So let's go right ahead and let's see how this just pans out. Always just gonna happen, like I'm just predicting here, is that your character is gonna be so good, you're gonna keep progressing to the point where they're not good enough, and then you want to focus on powering them up so you can make more progress. But then again, now we're facing an actual boss. All right, so we're gonna see what difference Sun makes. Well, he is bringing up people here, but of course I'm going to just focus everything on, let's just get, oh, this is a healer, right? Maybe I didn't have to heal the character yet. I'm going to see what Aaron Black has to offer. I'm sure he's just going to just one shot, you know what, let's not use Scorpion, let's use Aaron Black. Yep, let's, oh, we didn't take him out. I guess probably because it's a boss. Okay, and let's see how is Scorpion. Scorpion's one in front, so he's the one who needs a lot of healing. Alright, and let's see here. So it's more, so I like how it's very engaging when you use the specials. That's the one fun thing about it. I guess that's where the interaction comes in. I'm just, oh, he's actually dealing with my Scorpion, right? But there we go, victory. And yeah, there you have it, guys. Let's see what else is next before we actually just wrap things up here. And test complete, blah 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 blah. Really, I don't even know if I'm gonna miss the story itself. I'm just tapping and more dialogues here and there. Should maybe I can even auto. I didn't even think about that. Alright, he faced him Cybot, he won. There you go, and then you unlock a new battle. And let's say I didn't even read that. I think it should just be straightforward. But no, we're not going to play this. We're going to go back. We're going to see here. Like I said before, I'm going to make sure I go right ahead and, oh, you know what? I actually missed a chance to collect this orb the first time around, because what's going on here? Why can't I collect this? Claim every day by just logging in. Yeah, what about the one but I logged in before, right? Maybe because I just quit without getting past the initial phase. Alright, so I don't know what I'm claiming here. Just claim it. And that's another thing as well, another thing that's going to keep you involved is you're going to put in that login requirement where it is necessary here. We're just going around to see what all this is. There's a red dot here. I'm going to go right ahead and really observe the game, see if it's worth delving into deeper, and I'll let you guys know. But what do I think about the game? It's alright. Graphics are pretty nice for it's for mobile, right? Of course I've seen better, crispier game, but it's actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie. The adventure aspect, you have 2 rounds of fighting. It's more like you're in a field. You face the first set of people, and then you progress in the fitness of people, and then you're done. Looks like that's pretty much what you're going to be doing for the most part. We're going to claim all this here. So if you like this sort of games here, check out Mortal Kombat Onslaught. Looks like a pretty nice game. For me, I'm going to have to do some more personal tests and see if it's going to be something that I actually like or something I want to do. Okay, and hopefully it is actually fun enough to add some extra content besides Street Fighter that I pretty much have. What's going on here? Okay, looks like just increase the level here. So it looks like I have Scorpion. Is that what they're saying? Let's just look at the final character list that I have. Alright, because I thought I had Johnny Cage, Sonya when I played the initial level. Just go back and let's see. How do I see my let's go to collection. I guess that's where you're gonna see it. All right, looks like we don't have those guys. Looks like we're just more or less like a test unit. I'm looking forward to using Johnny Cage though. You see, that's my boy in the Mortal Kombat universe. Let me know who's your favorite character as well. Who character you're looking to collect, build up as well. But otherwise, it's been your boy Shin Ryu. Thanks for tuning in. I didn't think I was going to spend long, but we have to go through the game and check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below. I see some of you guys as well. I'm totally appreciative of you guys who have actually been commenting and chatting lately. You guys have made me happy, and I'm actually pleased. as well. Otherwise, like I said before, check it out as well. Let me know what you guys think about the game, if you guys are going to be playing it or not. If it's something that you guys are hoping I can make more content on, I would definitely try my best to do so for sure. Otherwise, it's been your boy Shinryu once again. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.